Well, today we are looking at a new smartwatch. This is I don't know if it's just KKTick, Tank T5 or KK, I don't know. It's the Tank T5. Anyways, it's actually a pretty cool little smartwatch. Coming in just over the $100 US mark. I believe it's like 119 bucks, something like that, I think. But it does have some really neat features in it. And I have to say, build quality of this is actually really good as well. I'm guessing for the fact that it gave it that tank name, it's pretty heavy duty. Now I have taken the watch out and actually been trying it for the past week, so I should be able to give you a little bit of information on my thoughts to it. And we'll go over the watch. We'll go over a little bit of the app. Now that means the unboxing part of this has primarily been done already. But if you were to open this box, which you would if you bought this, this is where your watch is, this is where some of your accessories are, etc., etc. But what's kind of cool is, number one, it does come with a nice little charging disc. Now, the one thing, this is the watch right here. Here's the watch. You can see the little magnet spots. Now, they're not crazy magnetic, okay? But when they get to that spot, it does kind of latch on. So it kind of latches on that 90-degree right there. So you guys can see it. Not super heavy magnets, but enough for you to kind of notice it. And of course, the watch will tell you that it is charging. Now, one of the cool things with it is they do kind of say, as long as it's plugged into like a high-speed charging brick, that with about 10-15 minutes worth of charge, you can get this at least to have enough power to give you a full day. So that's kind of cool. I'm just going to put it here. We'll go over some of that stuff after. Now, the other thing that I like about this, especially for the price point, is that it comes with the black band that was on there right now, an orange band, which is nice, and a metal band. So it comes with all of them. So, you got that bright day that you're just kind of wanting to be all kind of super sporty, right? You got the black band for like a little bit more formal, and then you got the metal band for super formal, and then you got your little user manual, which I was a little concerned that was going to be really small, but they don't put too much on each page, which is good. And yeah, no, it's fine. It's good. It's good. What more can you ask for? Really, not a lot. So this is the watch, and as you can see, it does use a traditional watch strap style, right? So you have to put the pins in, which normally I'm like, but it was good. It's fine, right? Heart rate monitor. I did try the heart rate monitor up against my Apple Watch, and usually it was either right on the money with my Apple Watch or within a beat or two on either side. So I think that works good too. Now, one of the cool things is that, as you may be able to see here, GPS. Yeah, so it actually has a GPS in it. So what's cool about that is that it does have its own app that has offline maps. So not that you can tell it that I want to go from here to here and it'll draw it out, but you can record, you can know where you are, especially recording. So if you are doing some kind of hike or adventure, you can actually bring up that GPS offline map, and you can actually say record, and it'll actually track you so that you could follow it back. So I thought that's kind of cool. That's really neat. The other thing that I like about this is a lot of watches we see, especially that are circular, they don't take up the actual full screen, so they make it look like the screen is big when it isn't, right? It's actually quite small. Not this, right? You can actually see when it turns on. Now, I don't know if you noticed that. I don't know if that's something that they can fix in a firmware. So this is it. Again, takes up the full screen, which is great. But again, see how when it goes black here? I'd like to see them probably fix this in a firmware. You'll see that the hands actually move into time. So every time it goes like in the sleep mode and then it comes back, the hands kind of move, and you're like, okay, so the she-watch, boop, boom. Little thing, sure, but I just don't quite understand why it's doing that. Now, a few things just so you guys can see here. Again, here's the watch. I'm just going to move this over here. It's got some decent watch faces in it. So if you click and hold, just like most, right, you can kind of slide around. Try that again. So you can slide between different watch. Now, what I like is their watch faces, for the most part, are actually pretty good. They didn't go over the top and just kind of give you stuff that is like, well, nobody's going to use that, right? That's not a bad watch face. But the same idea, right? If I turn this off, there it goes. It does this hand thing. So for the longest time while I was testing it this week, I would just be like, nah, forget it. I just want a digital one, because no matter what, the digital one doesn't do the hand flip, right? So I thought that was kind of nice. This one here too, this one, will have your heart rate and stuff on. So depending on what kind of stuff you want on the actual watch, then it will pick a different watch face in regards to that. But they do have a couple different ones, which is kind of nice. If you scroll down from the top, you are going to get your QR code. You're going to get your level of brightness. So I can bring that up. I think it's to 4, and then it goes down to nothing, right? So we'll go to 4. It has your battery. It has a do not disturb. It has a raise to wake. So you can go edit that. So you can remove some. There are some extra ones at the bottom there if you want to be the add it. So for instance, what's nice again with this one is that if you have Bluetooth headphones, you can connect them directly to your watch, because it also stores offline music, which is actually pretty cool. So you can have music come to it. There's your volume, how much your vibration is, you want the flashlight, etc., etc. So very cool in that regards. I should be able to hit that done or something here. Yeah, completed. So if you want to edit those, if you slide over on this one, not much more there. So scroll back down. You do have your settings. So your display, call reminder, music modes, UI effects. You can set your time, your vibration strength, your brightness, view modes, set your language, put it in do not disturb mode, power save mode. So if you want to get extended time, of course, you have your USB mode, your night mode, which is kind of nice, right? Because the screen can be really quite bright. Exhibition hall mode, storage space, gesture control, about, and the actual system. So there's a lot of stuff you and I can play around in here if you want, like even UI effect, right? So it kind of talks about, this is the one that's currently in use, but you have this one, so you can tap on these and change them around. A lot of things that you just would be like, really, that's kind of cool. Vibration strength, right? Here's your strength here. So how I have mine set to maximum because I like to be at it consumes a lot of power. Yeah. Now, one of the things when you first get this and set this up, just so you know, is the app itself set up super great. A lot of times you get one of these Bluetooth connections, sometimes can be iffy. No, not at all. It was fantastic. It connected nice and easy. But there are firmware updates. So I just got a new firmware update that actually fixed an issue, because I actually sent this to them last week and be like, I don't know why it's doing this. So what it would do would constantly play the startup screen. And I don't know why. It was just, there was a startup video that it would just play, and it was playing anywhere from 8 to 10 times per hour. And it was just chewing through battery, of course, because it's playing video. But installed a new firmware. That seems to not be happening anymore. So, yeah, thank you. Nice to know that they're listening, and nice to know that they're trying to figure out any kind of bugs or whatever that are in this. The other things, of course, if you pull up from the bottom, you're going to get your notifications. My notifications say it's been crazy hot here, but yeah, you want to delete all these? Yes, please. Okay, very good. This way, of course, you're going to have your activity, your heart rate, weather information. So I don't have any weather because I don't have it set up on my phone yet. Your music. So again, you can have it directly from your phone, so it's streaming, or you can store locally. And then you can add modules. So you'll see all kinds of different modules that you can add. So for instance, if I want to add this one, so this is like your blood oxygen, stuff like that, I can add that. Now you can only add a couple. So I think it may be 1, maybe 2 just on there. So just kind of be aware, right, that you can't just keep adding crazy amounts. And if you go this way, of course, it just goes through them backwards. So that's kind of the directional modifications inside there. Now, the other thing with these buttons is that if you were to go in here, you can, because it's touchscreen, and it actually is quite responsive. I was quite pleased with it. But you actually see that this scrolls as well, right? So you can scroll this to kind of move through and do all kinds of appy stuff. Yes. So a couple of the cool ones, of course, that are in here is, for number one, is that actual offline maps. So if you actually come to offline, there it is. There I am, right? There's my area. Very good. So you do have the ability to zoom out. right? If you want to get, and that's going to be its maximum distance. It only has about a kilometer maximum distance. I can't speak. It's early. If you're moving your map around, this one will recenter you. You do have a settings button, so your map type, your tracks, and record. So that record, of course, is for use if you're like, hey, now I'm going to start my hike. I need to be able to get back to my car. Make sure I can figure out how to do that. Cool. Yeah, I think so. I think that's really cool. This is kind of your back button, or sorry, your fitness button. Write this one down here. So if you want to go into any of the fitnessy type stuff. So I do think again, that's kind of a cool concept. We'll just kind of exit out of here. I think there we go. You do have, I like this one too, a barometer. So when you go into a barometer, it's going to tell you that. But you can also scroll in the barometer and go to altitude. Now, the one thing with the altitude is you do have to calibrate it. So luckily for me, I do also have an Apple Watch. So the Apple Watch doesn't require calibration, but it's also a watch that costs, 5 times the amount. So basically what I did is figured out what my altitude was. And then I calibrated it and it said, what altitude are you currently at? And I put it in and it's been good. It's perfect. It tells me I'm at 74 meters above the sea level right now. So sweet. But you do have to calibrate. You do have, of course, your compass. So there's your compass right there, right? Moving around. So that way's east, right there, east. Yep. And there's your offline music. You have breathing exercises, your calendar, a mobile voice assistant, calculators, pictures, videos. Now, even the video kind of shows, right? Like if you had this, it has a promotional video on here, so you can just tap on this. So if you come here and tap, speaker-wise, actually pretty good. You guys can see a little bit of their promotional 30 watts depth. So, for the $119, if you put it up against, let's say, an Apple Watch, I can turn my volume down from here too, right? You don't need to hear that, right? So putting this up against, let's say, an Apple Watch, it's not a really, let's be honest, it's not a fair comparison because the Apple Watch can do a lot of things because it's integrated into the operating system. But if you're looking for a watch that's really durable, especially if you're into all kinds of activities, I think this is going to be great. I love the offline maps. I think that's really cool. And it does have a lot of cool features, that you may not even get with an Apple Watch. So I think if you are not wanting to spend that kind of money, Apple Watch money, the fact that the screen is really good, the screen is really bright, the build quality of this looks good. The fact that they are sending out firmware updates, I think is also good. So I'll be wearing this a bit. Now, I was getting or using probably 10 to 15% battery at the beginning until that weird screen thing happened. And then it was pushing through about 20 to 25% battery. But now that that's remedied, again, my guess is I'm going to be getting or using 10 to 15% battery. So I should be able to get a full week on this, I would think, with my settings. And as you saw, a lot of the settings I have literally have said that this is going to be hard on the actual battery, right? It's going to be hard on the battery. I'm using it fairly aggressively in that means. Yeah, I think it's great. It's a complete package. It really is. It's pretty complete. Now, if you see some things that we went through and you're like, yeah, I need this and this and this, and it doesn't have it, well, then you know what? You have to look elsewhere. But for a watch that's not a flagship watch, right? A Samsung watch or again, an Apple Watch or anything like that, and at its price point, with its build quality, it comes with 3 straps, kind of does everything that most people would need a watch to do. I think it's a total win for sure. All right, guys, I'm going to leave links down below to where you can look at it. Oh, I totally forgot to show you the app, right? You guys might want to see the app. So this is the app that it uses right here. It's called the Wear Joy right there, right? So you'll actually see sync successful. I haven't done anything today. Yeah, it's early, right? You can put in all your additional information, blood oxygen, menstrual period, etc., etc. You can go to your My Device, sync your data, right? You can all kinds of what's set up, your watch faces. Do you want incoming call notification? Do you want SMS notification? Do you want app notifications? All the different kind of notifications you can turn on or off. you have convert to watch playable format. So if you actually have a video that you want to be able to play on your watch, you can put it in here and convert the video. Like, I think that's kind of crazy. Download maps, right? So you can actually come in here, get additional maps, because let's say you're in an area that it doesn't have the maps available. You can download those maps for this, which I think is pretty cool. You have the ability to find your watch, right? And that speaker's crazy loud. Like if you compare that to like an Apple Watch, holy smokes, that's loud, right? Which is again crazy. Frequent context, live camera. So again, with this, for instance, if you want to go to live camera, you'll see this turn on. And now, right, it's seeing what's on my phone. So you can use this for previewing. You can snap pictures. You can turn the button around, right? There's me. Yeah. How cool is that? That's pretty cool. Yes? Yeah, just get out of there. Bluetooth. You can actually do Bluetooth calls, which I thought was amazing. And what's cool about this one is when you go to the phone, it actually brings up a keypad so you can type the phone number in. Yeah, and I used it and it's fantastic. Yeah, really good. Tilt awake, heart rate monitor, do not disturb, and again, your firmware version, so it'll do a check here. I should be already the latest one. That's the app. So again, some very cool features on this little watch for sure. That's it. Now I'm going to leave you. So like, comment, share, subscribe, hit that little notification bell. And I will leave links to their website so you can check them out. I'm hoping that we can see some more firmware upgrades in the future. Hopefully they don't just go dormant. And that's all. All right, my friends, I'm out. We'll see you guys next video. Later.